Okay, so we know you want to get straight to the heart of things. Today, in this deep dive, we're tackling two really big ideas, illusion and reality.
Right. We're using the definitions we've got here as our guide.
And the mission is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Let's clarify these terms, figure out what really separates them, fast.
Exactly. Starting with illusion seems like the way to go. Our sources define it pretty clearly.
Okay, illusion. So the definition reads, a false perception or belief. Also, something that appears real but is not.
Yeah, that feeling when something seems right there, but actually it isn't.
And the key thing here, I think, is the idea of distortion. It's not just nothing. It's a misrepresentation of what's actually true.
Precisely. It's
Okay.
a skewing of reality.
So where do these come from? I mean, how do illusions happen? The sources mention sensory deception.
Like optical illusions, those visual tricks that totally fool your eyes. Our senses aren't foolproof, you know?
Definitely not. But it's not just senses, is it? There's also cognitive biases mentioned.
Yes, exactly. Like confirmation bias, where you sort of unconsciously look for stuff that backs up what you already think.
Ah, okay. So you might ignore things that don't fit, which kind of keeps the illusion going.
That's the idea. And then, of course, there's deliberate manipulation.
Like stage magic.
Yeah, or any kind of trick where someone intentionally creates a false picture. The sources list examples like those optical illusions, dreams, deliberate tricks.
Dreams are a fascinating one, aren't they? They feel so intensely real when you're in them.
Totally real. But they're, well, purely mental constructs. They fit that definition perfectly. Appears real, but isn't.
Absolutely. Okay, let's switch gears then. Reality.
Right. So reality, according to our definitions, is the state of things as they actually exist. And this is crucial. Independent of perception or belief.
Independent, that's the word. So, like, gravity pulls stuff down, whether you believe in gravity or not. That's reality.
That's the core concept here, yes. It's about objective facts, physical existence, things you can, touch or measure, and verifiable truths.
Things that hold up regardless of how I feel about them or what I personally think.
Exactly. Though the sources do acknowledge something important.
Which is?
Our subjective experiences, how we individually interpret that objective reality.
Okay, so take a storm. The storm itself, the wind, the rain, that's objective reality.
Verifiable.
But me feeling scared during the storm, or maybe someone else feeling excited, that's subjective interpretation.
Precisely. Our personal lens shapes how we experience reality, but the underlying facts, the storm itself, they remain consistent.
Okay, so let's nail the difference then. Illusion. False perception, seems real, isn't.
Yeah.
Reality. What actually is, independent of us.
You got it. Illusion often twists or hides that reality. It's like a gap between what we perceive or believe and what's objectively true.
And the objective facts, the verifiable stuff, that's our anchor. That's how we try to tell the difference.
That's the ideal, yeah. Using evidence and objective facts to ground our understanding against potential illusions.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
What's that?
Well, it brings up a big question, maybe for you listening. How do you navigate that space? Between your own perceptions, which we know can be tricky, and what might actually be real outside of your head?
That's a fantastic question to ponder. How much of your world is perception? How much is shared reality?
Definitely something to think about as you go about your day. How do these ideas play out in your own experience?